Let's jam. Match 3, and this hand sucks. I actually irrigated farmland, and then I just start cycling. I'm on the draw. I'm gonna keep. I think that's, again, I said this is the advantage of this style of deck. We're just gonna be able to cycle until we can get enough lands. I think that that's fine. We get a lot of draws here to hit a land. It's pretty likely. Thinking that it's my turn because of irrigated farmland the way that it works. No land this time, but we have 2 draws next turn to draw it. It's a good enough chance that I think this is a reasonable keep. Cycle the argument. See, perfect. No problems at all. I certainly wasn't sweating. Ooh, Edifice of Authority is a great card. We do have the Forsake the Worldly as the splash to get it, and we've got the land in play. I'm gonna cycle the River Serpent. Now we get the Shadowstorm Vizier. And I even get to hold up a Cycler. I don't think I'm gonna fire off the Hieroglyphic Illumination yet, though. Draw 2 is kind of awesome for us. Kefnit's Monument. Wow. All right, I'm liking this. This format is so sweet. Like, all these cards are awesome. I didn't think that anybody would be playing Kefnit's Monument, but here we are. And they've probably won because they're playing us and we're 1-1. Imagine they've won at least one game. Naga Oracle. Good card. Tapping the Vizier. Kind of surprised about that, just because... Well, Vizier wasn't a good descriptor, but tapping the Shadowborn is kind of weird. The Pitiless Vizier seems like a better thing for them to tap here, although they might just have land, just using Edifice. Nope. Nothing into the graveyard, so no good Embalm cards or anything. Probably need all their lands. I wouldn't have minded a land myself. Clear attacks. No blocks. And just pass. Try for the Hieroglyph. Could Hieroglyph now to just try and hit land. Although then I'm leaving down the Pitiless Vizier. If I play the Seeker of Insight, then it's possible for me to... Yeah, like if I could play Seeker, and then I can Hieroglyphic Illumination later and be able to draw and discard at the same time. That's just hold up Shimmer Scale Drake that way too, which is kind of the #1 card that I want to discard. If I'm going to cycle, I want it to be Shimmer Scale right now. Could play the Heckma Sentinels too, though. Do I care about cycling this or this if I have to? Kind of want the Horror, honestly. They've got Kefnit's Monument and they've got Edifice of Authority. We might need to go a little bit wide to get through here. We've got a board advantage currently. Cycle the Illumination. Or not. Let's cycle. Missed out on all these sweet, sweet triggers. But I need lands. is. I wouldn't mind drawing extra cards to do it. Attack with Shadow Storm. Play the Horror. And pass. Can't really complain about how much gas we've been getting. Opponent's also stuck on lands too, though, so they've got a ton of gas in their hand. 4 and 4, both of us with almost for sure just all gas. I just happen to have extra creatures. They're playing Edifice and Kefnit's Monument instead. Edifice of Authority is great. We're going to have some problems with that card. Once they get enough mana to actually start activating it, it's going to look ugly. Which might be the argument for trying to just dig with Hieroglyphic Illumination and hit like Arcfiend or Faith of the Devoted so that we can start changing the way that this game is going. Try and attack from a slightly different angle rather than just go into the creatures. Oh, nice. Okay, Forsake the Worldly is a fantastic draw. Should wait so that we can maybe cycle if we have to. But I think I like attacking with basically everything they let us. Even the Heckma Sentinels. Tap the Vizier. And let's go for the face. Winds of Rebuke. Okay, can't stop that. They block the Heckma Sentinels, which they don't. Okay, I can cycle, but... Alright, let's just go Forsake the Worldly on this, because I don't want to deal with it. It's a good reason to get rid of it, I think. And then I can just leave up the cycling here. Still a pretty good blocker. Kefnit's Monument might let them attack in, but they have to worry about our crackback too. They're 9 life behind us. What did they put into our graveyard? I actually didn't look. Oh no! Faith of the Devoted! Darn. They missed out on Illusory Wrappings and Greater Sandworm. Us pitching Urva Serpent hurts a little bit too. Gift of Paradise. Fair bit of extra life for them, which is good. Yeah, I can cycle here. We don't get our triggers for it, but we've got so many other things to cycle right now. And I really want to just keep digging through our deck. We're going to hit a bunch of lands in a row soon. Like, right now. By soon, I mean immediately. Get cracking. Another Winds of Rebuke? Oh, this is the Gale Force? Yeah, Gale Strike. Okay. Could play Seeker, but I like leaving up Horror. This indestructibility is very important. I feel like they should have blocked the Heckma Sentinels at some point by now. Gotta just force us to have it, or just not have Cycling for Pitiless Vizier later. Angler Drake? I hope not. Floodwaters. Okay. Now getting in? Yeah, there we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. There was a bit of lag, and I hit F6 twice, because I thought that I missed it. So we almost skipped our turn. Scary. The Ruthless Sniper is a pretty awesome hit. So Sniper, Vizier, and pass. It's a pretty good card. They might be able to race us here. If they attack, I might even have to Horror the Broken Lens and put a counter on that. Yeah. Not ideal. But preventing the life might be important. And just using my mana effectively. I'm going to want to do it at the end of the turn, so I might as well save myself the life. Essence Scatter, no blocks. 10 to 10. Hope this isn't too good. Vizier Tumbling Sands. Tap that, makes it doesn't untap. Yep. Only have the Horror. I can attack the Pitiless Vizier. This is the only cycler. Which is sure awkward right now. Once again, Wonder and Death. Get back 2 things that cycle would be very good. Attack with Pitiless, use the Horror, play Heckma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2. Could do both of those. It's probably better to Heckma and leave up Essence Scatter, though. We're still racing fairly effectively. They probably need to block. If they don't, I'm okay with that too. We'll just pass. No reason to get too crazy cycling main phase or anything. I don't think I need to play the other horror of the Broken Lands. I'd much rather cycle it right now. Try and hit something important. Possibly Arcfiend. Or just more cyclers, really. Trial of Knowledge. This card is going to be both my favorite and least favorite card, I think. Because that's a lot of card draw right now. Let's cycle. I'm not super excited about it. Losing a lot of triggers doing this defensively. But I just think that we kind of have to. Saving that life is quite important right now. Because with Kefnet's Monument, they might be able to stall out long enough. Stop our Vizier and our... Well, both of our Viziers from attacking or blocking and just slowly winning with value off of that. Don't want to play against another Naga Oracle right now, so we'll just get rid of that. Lets them look at the top of their deck, and I just can't let them do that. It's way too much value. If I want, I can leave up Shadowstorm Vizier here on the block, but it feels like I should be attacking. And I can just keep shrinking this. I'm even just going to main phase cycle. I want to see what else we draw. Likely to be a land. Ooh. Or it could be never to return. Only I could kill that. I can't. Wouldn't it be sweet? Oh, right. They can untap this. So we don't want to attack with the Ruthless Sniper then. They can untap and block. Yep. And we can play the Scribe of the Mindful and re-buy the Never to Return. Pretty sick. I might cut Seeker of Insight. Doesn't seem to be doing what I want it to do. Although we didn't get it down really early. Which is when it's good. We need to get this card down early in the game and then try and do things around it. Cycle the Censor. I'm feeling pretty good about this game. Oh, that's a lot of mana, though. Maybe not. Could have been Glyph Keeper, Shimmer Sail Drake. Okay. Shimmer Scale's fine. Oh, they cost one less. That's why they were... That's why they were confused about the 5. Fine by me. Just get back the Never to Return. Boom. Nice. Whew. Didn't even have to play the Arcfiend. Where was it? No Wander, no Arcfiend. There we go. Last 3 cards for each. Yeah, this card just every time. I mean, it's a draw 2 that's cheaper than... In a deck that's heavy in cycling creatures, it's a draw 2 that feels like it's cheaper than Hieroglyph Illumination. And just has way more flexibility because you can just play them as creatures again. You can keep cycling them. Combos insanely well with the Scribe. So much stuff you can do with this card. I really underestimated it the first time I saw it. I think I took an Unburden over it, which is crazy because I was in the cycling deck. Should have never questioned it. This card is insane. In the right deck, it feels like just unbelievable value. You need time to set it up, but when you get there, it's good. Opponent has a bunch of bounce spells. Kind of like the Evolving Wilds and a Plains package again. Just for Forsake the Worldly. The Edifice of Authority, if it had stayed around, like if we hadn't just cast this, probably we would have lost that game. We had a creature less every single turn of the game. Pretty big deal. Only the most important creature every turn would be gone. Alright, I think I'm good with the rest of it. Still think the Seeker of Insight is decent enough. I need more 2-drops still. Like, I still need some 2-drops just in case they get aggressive here. And if I can land it early, it might do a lot of work. I can actually start playing a few things like the Hieroglyph Illumination instead of just cycling it and be pretty happy with that. It's certainly not the best card in our deck, but it's not that bad. Maybe we want the Luxor River Shrine again. I really want to make that work. Ew. I mean, I can cycle the River Serpent. I'm on the draw. These are the hands that I want to keep. Got a lot of gas. Just need the lands, and I have the cyclers to get to them. There we go. No real reason to do that yet. Unlikely that my line of play changes here, but might as well at least see what our opponent's doing first. Nice. Well, this is a lot better than I thought it would be. Oh. Ow. Oh, Censor. I was thinking we were going to get Essence Scattered, but yeah, Censor's a lot worse. I was thinking, like, Shadowstone Vizier into Faith of the Devoted would have been sweet. Vizier of Tumbling Sands. Uh-oh. Well, pass the turn. We can cycle the Forsake the Worldly, or you can just Essence Scatter a big creature. They're slamming whatever this is. They're going to use the Vizier of Tumbling to untap a land and play a Quarry Hauler. I think that's what they're doing, and they're having trouble because they clicked the card first. Yep. Naga Oracle. Don't think I can let that happen. It's too much consistency. Alright, this is getting problematic. We'll cycle the Vizier, untap the island. Okay, I'm like, hopefully draw land. If we don't, I can still cycle the River Serpent. Now, I probably cycled Forsake the Worldly, then try and jam Faith next turn. Yeah, I don't need to kill that. I'm not going to be able to kill it anytime soon anyway, as I don't have the planes. That's pretty scary, though. Seriously tempted to never that. They missed their last land drop, too. I don't think I can let them have like 5 mana, 6 mana next turn. Kind of terrified of what that'll do. We've got 5 cards in hand and they've been stuck on lands. Letting them just ramp an absurd amount is a really bad idea, I think. Looks worse now that they drew a land, but okay, this is fine. Pretty happy with that. Naga Oracle first, and then I can Seeker and maybe Faith at the same time. I like Naga Oracle. Let's see what we got. Nothing into the graveyard. Let's go. Definitely want the land next turn. We can Seeker plus Faith. That's kind of awkward too. Scorpion Arcfiend Island. I can lose out on a little bit of value. Because it's kind of sweet to be able to go Seeker and Faith and then draw, discard, trigger the Faith. This is fine. I can still draw, discard the Scribe the Mindful. Oh no, what am I talking about? This will have Summoning Sickness. There are rules to Magic. Suppose I could just Scribe and Seeker. Let's do the right thing here. Now the question is, how aggressive do I get with the Arcfiend? Do I just play it if they've got a bunch of mana untapped and they could possibly have the Essence Scatter for it? Or do I wait? Didn't Essence Scatter either of the Scribe or the Seeker? I kind of feel like they would have done that. I'm gonna lead with the Archfiend. Like, we'll declare attacks first. Oh, right, I guess it doesn't matter. Edifice of Authority, right. Yep, so I'm gonna attack with the Seeker and the Scribe, get in 1 damage, but I lose the Scribe, so definitely not doing that. Archfiend it is. Cartouche is a good hit. Just like us, they're going to start running into a bunch of lands. Or not. Naga Vitalist. That's fine. I was worried that it was going to be a Cartouche of Strength. That's a card that I really don't want to see. Because it would let them fight the Archfiend. Now I need to untap first. I think if they had Cartouche, they'd just been windmill slamming it right now. Alright, here we go. So we can Faith of the Devoted. Actually, I could sacrifice Scribe of the Mindful to get back Never to Return too. And if I do that, I kill the Giant Spider. And I will be able to use the Seeker of Insight afterwards. Hello, Never to Return. These are all cards to discard. Let's... Shimmer Scale? Here's Wasteland. Stop the Archfiend from attacking. I'm hoping that we find the Wander in Death, because then we can get the Scribe back, and then buy back Forsake the Worldly even. Still have Censor to cycle, so we can kill the Naga Vitalist. Not that it really matters. I want to hold on to cycling for Faith, if possible. I think our opponent's in some trouble. Stopping that. Not the Archfiend. That's gotta mean they have an answer for this, right? Play the Faith. This is weird. I could cycle and kill the Naga Vitalist and deal 2 extra damage. But I'd rather just attack with these. Oh, Gale Strike? They've got Gale Strike. Right. That's fine. I was going to say, like, I might be able to hold up Censor for something. Should have known. That's okay. We'll cycle the Shimmer Scale Drake here. They should have chumped with the Naga Vitalist first, actually. Because if they'd blocked with that first, then they save themselves the life. They don't have to do it immediately. And now we drink their milkshake. Drink it up. All that sweet, sweet life. Ancient crab. Sure. They've got a lot of stalling actions, but not anything that's going to be too problematic for us. Like, Arcfiend doesn't need to attack. I'm just going to be able to kill them with Faith of the Devoted eventually. They're trying to use Edifice? Huh. I feel like they have to have an answer for Arcfiend then, right? I guess that it's not attacking. Ah, untap the Edifice. That's cool. Problem. Although Arcfiend will deal with it eventually. Forget, there's no problems when you've got an Arcfiend. When you have a hammer this big, you make everything a nail. Their deck's cool. Vizier of Tumbling Sands plus Gift of Paradise wasn't really something that I thought about building, but that's pretty sweet. This whole set just has so many possibilities. I'm loving it. Care an awful lot about that. Okay. Now they target the Arcfiend. I'm going to cycle Censor here. It's pretty unlikely that we get them with it at this point. And I don't mind playing River Serpent even. Oh, baby. Get back the Scribe and a River Serpent. It's large and in charge, and it also is cheap to cycle. All things that I like. Play the Scribe. And then we'll just cycle River Serpent here. One of the two of them. No reason to attack, can't do anything. If anything, there's a reason not to attack because of Kefnit's Monument. Yep. Now they might stop the Scribe of the Mindful. Makes sense. We can get in a little bit of damage here with Naga Oracle and Seeker. This format is a really grindy format. I'm loving it. It's so good. Do I cycle the River Serpent just to kill that? Kills both. Yeah, probably do. Ruthless Sniper is a little late to the party. Everything's dead, bro. It is all gone already. Not too worried about a board wipe. I think that I just play out everything, try and deal as much damage as fast as I can. Yeah! Alright, that was a sick match. All of these games felt awesome. I'm so excited to play this. The cycling adds a lot of consistency to the decks. The decks all just seem really sweet because of it. They all go really deep in weird directions. I'm sure there's aggro decks and things that I haven't come across yet. Like, there definitely seems to be the possibility of Black-Red Minotaurs, but even some of the more aggressive decks seem fun. Like, Black-Red Minotaurs sounds interesting. White-Black Zombie tokens that can be really aggressive sounds really fun. Like, I want to do that. So, even the aggro decks, like non-crazy interactive decks like we were playing all night, seem like they're going to be interesting. I'm super excited for the set. I hope you guys are too. Stick around next week. We'll go deeper into Amonkhet. And of course, I'm going to have a poll on my Twitter, at IlyonMTG, for what we're going to be doing next. I'll put a link to that in our Numot Gaming article. So go to numotgaming.com, as always, to check out all of my content there. And I will see you soon. We're having a big charity stream May 10th to the 14th. I feel compelled to tell you that every single time. Make sure you come around for that. It's the Pickle Challenge. We've got a ton of great guests, and mark that on your calendar.